Welcome back, everyone, to an episode of Timberborn with me, Dr. Munchkin. So last time, if you've been following along, we were kind of expanding. We got this power online. Unfortunately, we are currently in the midst of a drought for the 9 days. This ran out of water. That's not good. We also managed to get our number cruncher online over here, which is absolutely phenomenal. We also did unlock the tube station, so once that is stood up, hopefully we can get some things going here. We are working because the research is getting so high. What we do want to do is we want to get explosives online, especially since we have bad water that is normally here. That would be a good thing, but we do need to get more research. But the goal today, we need to blast through here a double wide tunnel so we can get A, power to cross over, which would be very helpful. And then B, we can now expand over here, and with Dynamite unlocked, we could actually weld this up and make a, let's say, forest or something else. We have a lot of food, so I'm not too sure what I want to do right there. We also want to expand this into a storage area. There's lots of little bits that we want to do. But we will also start to run into an issue where we don't have that much scrap. There's not that much here, so we are going to have to start to venture out over here, which they did already build up, which is fantastic. And so once we get this hooked up, we're also going to need to migrate power over to here to get an additional aquifer and also set all this up. But anyways, as we get into this today, if you guys like this content, please make sure you guys like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. And I need a levee, actually, not a dam. And we're going to go ahead and do that. There we go. And we'll just do this so they can get over here. And do a little bit of that. So they could build that if they have the resources, which we may. But yeah, we are right now not doing so hot on the waterfront. So I'm actually going to unpause all of these because we kind of need water. Yeah, we're down to 150. That is bad, and this is empty. That's also really bad. So let's go ahead and see if we can't unlock Dynamite. And how I wanted to do this was do it here. And so then I can get something like this set up so we can build a few more things in here. Another food processor potentially. We do have room for that. Recipe, we are going to want explosives to start with, but they need metal parts as well as other things, but we need power because right now our power is not doing so hot. But at least we're still getting research. And then other landscaping projects. Let's go ahead and get the tunnels as 2,000. I also apparently need extract. So we need to go over here and build a centrifuge. And that will require a lot of resources as well. So maybe not as close to getting dynamite as I thought. What we can do though, once this is stood up, we could build another one over here and they would eventually build that. So we could get it over. Not the end of the world. But alright, well let's see how we're doing. That still has water, luckily, and we're barely hanging on, but I am viewing a potential death wave inbound because of this. We really need more water online. Let's just go ahead and maximize your priority as well. What is their priority looking like? Oh, they finally built this! That's amazing! But I want those gears to go into here so we can at least get more storage available for when we do have water to pump. And I can pause these for now to free up some jobs. So we will have wood, among other things, available. The beaver population is up to 33 and growing. And we do need to figure out what we want to do here. I think I really just need spiral staircases, and that would actually help immensely. Because I could actually spiral staircase there and spiral staircase up above. Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah, we need that. But that requires treated planks, which requires a tapper shack, which requires a bunch of things. And I can actually get a tapper shack online over here. I'm gonna mark those for that, and we're gonna stop cutting the pines as so. Now we did just run out of water. We do have 5 days left. That is not a good problem to have. Crops are gonna die. Things are not gonna look good. It's not going to be happy. Luckily, we do have a food surplus, and these guys will not die. They will last just ever so barely the remaining time, and those will be fine, but all of this is going to die out, and we never actually, I don't know if we ever got any canola. Did we? Oh, we got 54. So, well, we're starting off with, you know, some not so happiness. But with this being built, that is good. The other thing I do want to do is I do want them to clear that out. Are they working on my two-way? I need, oh, yeah, they are, but they're not. And the reason they're not is because I'm out of metal blocks. And these require at least one metal block to function, which means I need to turn you back on. I don't think I need gears for, oh, no, I need gears for that. But we don't need planks right now. We don't need, let's do that. What's the power situation look like? 40, let's just pause you, and how well are you doing? 100%. Okay. Well, we have 3 days left, and we're down to 80, 70, not a lot of water. The reason also I want Dynamite is to come in here, and so I can Dynamite out to make a little bit deeper of a well here, which would be helpful. And this requires gears as well as metal parts. Let's see if we can't just get some things online as much as possible as they build that tubeway. That's 100%. That is 100% as well, it looks like. And so I do want to prioritize you, and then I do want to, I have enough, I believe. So that requires centrifuge stuff, but I can at least do this. Like that. That'll be helpful. And then we can come in here and do something similar. Like this. At least for now. I would like to remove this and make it deeper, but you never know. And once they get the gears for that, we should be solid, but this is going to take priority. They only need 4 more gears. We are officially out of water, and we have to survive 2 days. So hopefully we don't have too much of an issue with that. I'm not terribly happy about the current events that are going on. Also, once this is built and all of this is built, which they are doing a fantastic job actually creating, although we are about to run out of planks because I'm not making planks because power's a problem. We should be able to connect both of these up, which would be awesome. All right, how are you looking? We just need gears and metal parts, which both those are running. Metal blocks, I don't know if we can use for anything right now because these are too far away. Yeah, just need planks. So we're gonna pause you for now, and then I'm gonna unpause you. Beaver's injured, building unconnected, building needs water. Last day of our drought. Yeah, everybody's thirsty, so happiness is going to be dropping like a rock. Very, very bad. But once it comes back online, we will be hopefully better. We can turn research on and keep this running. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't die, everybody. Alright, we're just going to preemptively unpause all these. Because we need the power. Or sorry, we need the water. So new day, new adventure. Sleep it off, you're okay. And how much water storage can we handle right now? We can have 1.3 thousand. That is quite a bit, but... Okay, water has now officially returned. Let's see if we can survive. Unconnected buildings. Oh yeah. You guys are ready. Drought ended. Okay. So that brings life back. You guys are going to start pumping immediately. Oh, really? Pipe is obstructed? Okay, so that is a problem. Once we have dynamite, I will go ahead and put those in, but for now, we just need to do this. Okay, so water is coming back now. As this fills up, this is filling up, this is being made, and then once this starts to overflow a bit, we will have more power from here, and everything will be able to kind of come back online. Alright, water is coming back though. I didn't know that you would obstruct things now. Breeding halted. Oh, because we don't have water. Well, that's probably the reason. Yeah, water is critical to survival. They're going to replant all that. That's good. You don't necessarily need to do anything right now. Oh, we didn't actually cut trees. Oh, you can cut these trees. Where's your range now? Still there? You can only go there, but you can cut these down, which you are. Perfect. And we're letting these grow up so that we can get more things online. Power is back, so we're going to unpause you. Come over here. Lower that. Planks are coming online. I do want smelting up because we need to get this finished. We are getting planks. Gears I don't know if I need for anything right now, and this just needs more metal parts for the most part. Alright, but we are pumping. That is good. And this will be a nice little dynamite haul once we get it in. But I did not realize about that. Oopsie daisies. It's not the end of the world, but something to be cognizant of in the future. But the power network here, we are producing... Oh, demand is overmatching supply, so this is only 92%. Jeez. We could start... These are going to take a little while to grow. Water is coming back online. I'm happy about that. What building needs water? What do you mean? Oh, the pipe's obstructed because, well, it's obstructed. So we'll do that for now, so it's not obstructed. Building's unconnected, we'll fix that later, and you guys can't get required materials, that's fine. How are we doing on connecting? Oh, it's almost done. We need a metal block. Boom. So now you can see the travel time is greatly reduced. That helps immensely. We do eventually want to connect these guys up, but we need a path through here, so we need to clear this out to be able to get that to work. Okay, well, tubeway 1 is partially online. That's a good thing to have. I like it. This is almost ready to go, just needs more gears and things. So metal blocks we can still build because they're still going to make all this stuff. And I needed that dynamite right there. And then once that's done, we can go ahead and put the tubeway in here, but they can go ahead and construct all of this while they're at it to help migrate up to here a bit better. And once that's connected over to here, we'll have kind of a loop going on. But a bad tide's already approaching and we don't have any water. That is, well, bad. So we're going to go ahead and make 20-hour days so that we can pump a bit more. It's the only reason. Is because this is a huge commodity that we need. No jokes. But the thirst is kind of gone, which is good. And injuries are not a problem. But scrap is doing okay as well, especially since we have this guy online, and we can actually extend this over to here. Once this is greened up, we can have more network available, let's say. But we really, really need... Someone is working there. Oy. I don't really need somebody working there right now. And yes, we have plenty of power in the evening. A bad tide, though, at least is a bit better because we will have power. But I am trying to get 500s decent. Hopefully the bad tide is not that bad. Droughts are generally worse in my experience in playing the game, but I was wondering when the hard mode would get hard, and it seems we've finally approached it. But in terms of Centrifuge, I will require you so I can make the extract so I can get bigger dynamite. And maybe that's what I actually wait for. This one is going to be required. These not so much. Yes. Do a little bit of that. Yeah, because the triple would be better. And then I will demolish that to make it deeper as well when we get there. But we kind of need this and this online. Just waiting on the metal parts. Once the metal parts is done, we're pausing you. And we're getting up to 700, which I feel better about. But I am going to have to raise these up because the bad tide will be coming. But we will get extra power for all that. You done yet? We need 4. I have 4. I really like the tubeways though. Okay, that is finally built. And so they will construct explosives. I do need to build storage for it. We are going to pause you now. And we will unpause... What's my production looking like? 100%? Well, I need planks and gears. So let's just unpause another one of these guys. Oop, pause. We immediately want to come over here. Raise these up to the maximum before I forget. Alright, and this is it is a 12-day one. Fantastic. Well, we're going to pump the entire way because we need to. Alright, I'm at least going to pause these guys. We'll pump up top and see if we can't survive. Jeez, it's killing me, Smalls. But we have 1,000. What is my power looking like? 100%, which is good, and we are building this ever so slowly. Once that gets online, we will have enough for triples, because we'll be able to make that. And you are making explosives. I just need storage for explosives. Go ahead and build a medium warehouse just right here for now, and you are going to be explosives just because I can only make 5. There we go. We do have plenty of logs, which is a good problem to have. We have a surplus. I wish there was a way to purify water as well. That'd be nice. But we're almost out of the scrap here. Luckily, we do have a second source before we need to get over here, which also has a source. We will want to connect this tubing up to get over there, because that will be a much better system. It'll still probably be a little bit far, even with the 300% movement, but it's better than nothing. And we have one vacancy. It is there, so I'm okay with that. And we are finally starting to get explosives. So I could, yes, we can blow this up. And then I can get paths and put you in right there. And so now they can connect this up to that. And I actually want to higher prioritize this so we can get that online. And then landscaping, what does it take? 1.2. I am just going to go ahead and unlock this now and put this down. Ooh, oops. I missed one. Something like that, that, and that. We're just ever doing this ever so slightly just because we want all that to come in, and then once we get extract, we'll prioritize the ones underneath. It's not helpful now, but it will be helpful in the future. Let's say that. All right, well, we got 9 days remaining. This still has some water in it, which is good. We are still on 20-day work cycles as well. Hopefully to keep it from evaporating? I don't know. Explosives, though, are going in. Do they have... Yeah, we have some of them set. Yeah, so we just need the extract. So once this is built, which it's almost ready. We have the scrap. We almost have the gears. We have the planks for it. And we do have the power up the wazoo. Alright, so now what we're doing is this guy... Oh. Non-working hours, and you can automate by the chromatographer. So now it's off during the day. I will eventually probably build a relay system such that is, if we have excess power, then we can do it. But, or available power, I don't know. But I don't need them to build that, nor that right now. We need Centrifuge, and hopefully that will solve the day in terms of our needs, because we'll make this deeper, so that's a little bit more of a well as this will be a lot deeper. So it'll be a little bit more of a reservoir to pump, which would be good. And then the other thing, we will be able to get tunnels. Actually, I'm just gonna... You don't need to be none. We have plenty of power right now, so I'm just going to let you run. Because I need 2,000 for those tunnels, because if I can get the tunnels, then that is 400 more power that we can leverage. And then wood. I do want my tapper shack. I am just going to pop that in there. And you are a decent priority over other things. But this is going to be my highest priority right now, and we just need a gear. And once that goes in, which we have one, then hopefully we are now producing extract? Question mark? Oops, back to 16. But we should be having bad water is fine for now. But we should start to be eating some of this up. And actually what we're going to do is landscaping, triple dynamite. Do this. This is dried, which is bad, but also good. can do those right now. Because this should be running. There we go. We got some bad water. It takes 4 to make a 1. But it works pretty fast. So with this guy running and using bad water, as well as... Look at that, we already have 1 available. Oh, it just needs to be whacked with a hammer. Okay. Well, we are going to unpause you just to run that. In the interim, we still have water. Making a deeper water reservoir is going to help us, hopefully. Okay, we have those 2 online. These 2 are going to come online, hopefully, shortly. Yep, they just need explosives. And did we do the ones up here yet? No. Oh, there it is. Perfect. So now these are a lot deeper, which is good. So if I unpause them, it will be helpful. We'll keep you paused, but I do want these to be running. I am very concerned about our water situation. We need to get ahead of things, let's say. And I am going to destroy this temporarily. And just go ahead and do landscaping. Something like that, and then we will rebuild it. We do need these online, and then we should be solid for the most part. Still producing way too much power, which I'm happy about, and we are getting the research that we require. Alright, I'm glad we got explosives online. And this is going to be super helpful, especially once this is all blown out, right? Then we can't really access this terribly, so I can get rid of that. But we can get it from over here, per se. And this will also help keep things greener, because it's kind of a deep water reservation. Oh, does that mean these are done? They are. Why do we have... Oh, I lost some beavers? Oy vey. Okay, I guess we just had a few die of old age because these guys weren't running. Because we were out of water. Why did this... Oh, it's because we're finally getting contaminated enough. Oy vey. And what was my priority? Okay, they are working on these. I don't necessarily want to do this now. I kind of want to do it when we get the supplies back. Are we still producing gears? Where are my gears going? Are you going into here? Yeah. You. Oh, oops. Construction site. There we go. Casual. We do need a place to store it. I don't know where to store it right now. We could actually make this a storage area. That'd be kind of fun. It's a little bit far from here, so it's not ideal, but it is something we could do. But we're almost to the tunnels. We only need 800 more science, and we are producing 10 an hour. So that's, what, 4 days worth? Still have water as well. I'm very happy about that. They're still doing their shower things. And we still have plenty of extract being made, hopefully. We can actually make some storage. Not warehouse, I want this. This is going to be extract. You will be extract as well, and you will just be canola oil. And then we can unpause you. And we're just gonna, we're gonna pause that in general. Don't need that. We finally ran out of water. Actually, not so much. We do have a little bit left. that makes it so I could actually blow that up, but we only have 2 days left and 540 water, so I'm not concerned about losing the colony due to thirst. But this is a problem. I'd actually want to build a water deposit, but we need to have the water reservoirs to be able to handle that. That's the only issue. There's also an achievement, very dark achievement, mind you, for getting or blowing up a beaver with dynamite. It would require me to trap them, which I'm entirely capable of. Let me go ahead and build a path because we can blow up paths later. Just do something like this. And I do want this to be built. I just need explosives. You guys are still making it, right? Yeah. Ever so slightly. This is kind of a slow process. We make, what, 3 hours to make one? We are working there. How's our metals? Almost gone. And I'll just have to set it up over yonder. Alright, there we go. So we're going to go to well-being and get this guy back on. High prioritize his building. Oy, scrap metal, man, scrap metal. We're still producing metal blocks? Yes, we are. Alright, so this will be, you can see how nice it is. Hold on, what? Didn't I do a triple? Why is it only one deeper? Not up here. Current is 4. But you guys, it's just 2. Really? So that means... The reason I'm annoyed is because I can just do singles here and not waste the extract. Didn't realize we were at the limit of the system. There we go. Okay, well that is not as useful, mind you, but it is still useful in some regard. Alright, water is coming back, and this at least will be fruitful. Our bad tide has ended, so we're going to come over here. Lower all these down, like so, and that will fill in. They are building this, I just need logs, which I have plenty of. Now the question is, can we sustain and get things online? What we did unlock though, if I lower this, like so, what I do want to do is landscaping, tunnels. Yes. And then we're going to just prioritize all of that. And reset you. So this will be our tunnel system. And then we will route power up and over here. There we go, and then I do need this guy as well as that. Okay. So they should be producing a bunch of things, hopefully. And did we finally finish this scrap? We are almost there. Water is coming back though, especially... Ooh, we need to turn you on. We need all the water pumping. I do next, because we have the capability, is once we get 600, I want this. This is going to be huge for us. Because that is a lot of water, and we will need it. And then once we get these guys built, which they auto-detonate them? I didn't know they did that. That's awesome. Cool. And are we getting canola oil online? Not yet. We need more beavers. Alright, well, you guys are planting. Oh, no, they're not. That's fine. You guys... Where's my other farm? You guys can handle a little bit of it? Yeah, you can. But I need canola seed storage. Well, since I don't have that right now, we're going to do that. So they'll move that into there. We kind of really haven't raised our beaver population. Nothing to do in range. So, fortunately, we have to do that. Yes. We will come over to metals, though, and we'll get a new scavenger flag here and do both of those. So we're still getting scrap. There's a lot more here to grab, so I think that'll help. So we could hopefully migrate over here. A drought is approaching. Okay. I was like, oh, Badtide? No, it's a drought. Of course it is. So it really, really begs the question of, can we get this done? Really need to focus on this, guys. Did we haven't finished that yet. How close are we? Oh, we're almost there. And then we will just get power. Something like that. And then we can actually build. Something like that. Okay, that's just an explosive. My explosive production is just very, very low. We are also going to increase to 20 hours a day again, just to try to get a little bit more water. In particular, I am going to detonate this early. Because we are pumping, and this one at least gets set up for a little bit deeper of a reservoir, and that is helpful. Alright, and then these guys poking through would be awesome, and then we can build this, which takes only planks and logs, which we have plenty of, and that will give us power throughout a drought. Hey, what's going on with my tunnel system? Build, my beavers, build. Oh, they're hooking all this up now. That's cool. That's where all my little blocks are going? Yeah. It's okay. We do have someone working there. It does just take... It is 84 away. It's not good. What we can do, though, is go ahead and build one of these over here. Like that. And then we can just do a little bit of this. Like that. And that will be very, very nice once it's set up. Again, not top priority, but something that will be useful. And then I can also migrate off of here to get over here. We just need to blow these tunnels up. Which, what is my explosives looking like? Oy vey. Let's just mark those as lower. Alright, drought is here. 10-day drought. Actually not bad. Not going to lie. That should be okay, especially with 1,000, and we're just going to pause these and see if we can't survive. They did clear that out, and I do want to get storage, a large storage unlocked Make you guys both water. And then we will just make them a little bit higher of priority so that we can get a good water storage going. I might even build more pumpers once we have all this dynamited out. And in fact, landscaping. Do a little bit of that. And then mark for destruction this. And then more landscaping. We're just going to shore this up a little bit. Something like that. And then I also want to there we go. That'll do it. There we go. Okay, so they will build all that. Unfortunately, my power system is not good. And why aren't we finishing? We are, slowly but surely. Ah, it's the explosives that we need. And we're almost breaking through. Yeah, this has been my... This is my choke point. Go back to normal days. Okay. Luckily, though, we didn't need all the extract there. And we are still producing this, but we are much lower on the production because we're running everything else, including my number cruncher, which I am going to temporarily pause to get that 400 power back. So things are up to 60%. You are very important. Get to Vig. Other thing that I'm wondering if I go to wood, that does fit. Perfect. Do we have anyone in here? Not yet. These actually need to be mined out now. Storage, I do have enough for this. 1, 2, 3. Something like that. In fact, I could even connect it up over there if I wanted to. Actually, you know what? We'll just do this. And do a little bit of paths and structures. Something like that. Oh, I don't actually need... I could just do one of these. Like that. That would work. Okay, so that will actually get things to be a little bit faster over here as well. But they should be working. Yes, they are. We do have these available. So now both of these guys can continue pumping. That is good. As we slowly lower all the water. Why are you guys doing that? Oh, it's because we finished this. Okay, there it is. You can actually, I didn't even know you could do that. Do a little bit of this, and actually we're going to super high prioritize all of that. Because if that is done, that's 400 more power we get to play with. We do already have the resources. and that's already completed. So tomorrow they should be able to build all that. We only have 3 vacancies right now, still unconnected buildings. And then this, we'll just make you sap for now. And then you... What am I just hurting on? I think fermenting cassavas, maybe? Because if I can get rid of this, that'd be nice. Also, because I have all that, we are going to do our massive storage area. I do want to put one there too. Actually, we're not going to do the tall one. And we might go over there as well. Yeah, we're just going to build this right over here. And then we'll just go ahead and branch this off. Something like that. And then we can get more storage. Something like you. And then let's go ahead and get that hooked up. That hooked up. Actually, let's just hook you up this way. This will be nice to actually get rid of. But now we should be able to fit that one in there. So it's not as nice of an area, but it is something. And we can start to get cassavas in there, soybeans in there, kohlrabis I have somewhere, right? Kohlrabis in there, those guys in there. We'll just put some blueberries in there. We already got that. Let's just do fermented soybeans back there. This guy we will do... I would like to get the hydroponics online, but for now we cannot. And that's all we can do for now. So that's a lot of project building. And we did finally get this online, so if I check my network, we have 800, which means I could probably turn you back on. Yep, still have enough. And then we actually have canola oil, which is crazy. Planks are fine. What do I need? Yeah, these are just a lot of planks and logs. It's not the end of the world. I think the next biggest priority thing after these, though, because I do want to make these guys big old priorities, is we want this online. Okay. So that handles that, that handles that. You guys are working this. Landscaping. And we put that there, put this here. And we can go ahead and up all this priority. So we can lower that down, so then we can actually get the triples in here. That'll be good, yes. But yeah, we need a lot more explosive production, which means I need more bad water, which means, oh geez, that's not good. We don't have the funds right now, or rather the beaver population to support that. We still actually have 630 water, I'm very surprised. These guys are still pumping, so this was the right decision. But anyways, that is going to do it for today. We've survived multiple droughts, very close to dying. We've lost water, so much water. And we've started to dynamite out and get nice deeper reserves of things. We have more power online, but now that we're over here, we can actually connect these guys up as well. If I just come over here and make a nice straight shot, say, remove all of that, and then we can just get a path set up like this. Ta-da! Now they can get through. And then we'll build the tunnel system over here. We actually probably will put this guy right here. And then we can just do a little bit of this. Oops, didn't need that last one. Water has returned. This is perfect. And I think this will be a very nice place to end it. Because we will be good to go. But luckily we can just do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then connect these up like that. So yeah, we're making a whole network here of tubes, and it is fantastic. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will catch you at the next one. Dr. Munchkin, signing out.